my horror night.
Hello, welcome to the Last Video Store. I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield, and happy Halloween. Today's episode, I would like to talk about 11 horror movies or horror-ish movies that all take place on Halloween. The episode before last, I did my countdown of the Halloween franchise. So I would like to just talk about 11 more other Halloween movies that are out there that maybe some of you have heard of, maybe some of you haven't. So let's check them out. All right, we're going to go with my honorable mention. And the reason why this is an honorable mention is I just did a review on it. And that's going to be 1986's Trick or Treat, directed by Charles Martin Smith. Like I said, I did a review on this about a month or two back. It's an awesome movie that has Ozzy Osbourne, Gene Simmons, Skippy from Family Ties, Mark Price, I think is his name. And this is fun, a cool kind of nerdy revenge story that has rock and roll all around it. But our main character, Ragman, kind of learns his lesson where, you know, evil doesn't always prevail. But if you haven't watched my previous episode where I reviewed this, what it is it's a metalhead. Like I said, it takes place in 1986. And you have this kid played by Mark Price, Eddie Weinbauer. He's pretty much just a lonely, picked-on kid. He only has one friend, and he idolizes rock and roll music. And his favorite singer is Sammy Kerr. Well, when Sammy Kerr dies, he kind of gets, you know, tired of being picked on. He's given an album from Gene Simmons, who plays this local DJ who kind of sympathizes with Ragman. And somehow Sammy Kerr was able to put his soul in the album, and when Ragman goes to play it, Sammy Kerr is able to come out of it, do a bunch of devilish demon things, and yeah, check it out. Trick or Treat, honorable mention.
Sleepyhead.
It's party time!
Rock and roll will never die. At least not this Halloween.
You've heard of raising spirits from the dead by incantations, right?
Yes.
I did that by playing the record backwards.
You're kidding.
Sammy Kerr. He's a rock and roll nightmare.
I am a big fan of yours. I've got all your records. Shut up!
You're the babe. The babe is you.
This message was meant for me.
How can you listen to this stuff?
Shut it off! Shut it off!
What have you done to your stereo?
I wanted a new one.
Sammy Kerr. His fans won't let him die. He won't let them live.
You should be loyal to your hero. Make it turn on you.
Trick or treat.
Looks like we better check out the party punch.
All right, my next movie is going to be a family-friendly Halloween horror movie. I say it's a horror movie because it takes place on Halloween. There's zombies. There's like a spirit of this kid that comes back for revenge. And that's going to be When Good Ghouls Go Bad. This movie was based on a story by R.L. Stine. I remember when this came out, it premiered, I think, on Fox Family or the Fox channel. It was like a family-friendly-ish TV show, kind of like Disney or whatnot. And it was a cool little Halloween movie. What it is Joe Pitchler, I think's his name. And it's kind of sad because that actor pretty much committed suicide, and his family has never been able to find the body. So I hope that's not the case, and hope one day he'll be found. But it's a sad, sad tale. So, like I said, this one little dude, him and his dad moves back to this town where their family name used to be a big deal because their family owned a chocolate factory, kind of like Willy Wonka, and his grandpa is played by Christopher Lloyd. Well, before he moves back, back in the day when his dad's a kid, something happens and the town is now cursed and they're never able to celebrate another Halloween, or the spirit of Curtis Danko will come back and wreak havoc. So pretty much that's exactly what happened. They celebrate Halloween. We get a bunch of cool zombies. Christopher Lloyd falls to pieces. It's a very good little movie. I think the DVD went out of print. I think you can currently watch it on YouTube, but it is a very fun little Halloweeny movie from the early 2000s. So when good ghouls go bad.
The people of Walker Falls are gripped with fear, for a deadly curse haunts this town.
If you ever have another Halloween, I will return and destroy you all.
But this year,
It's America.
It's a warning!
one man will change everything.
Halloween!
From beyond the grave, Fox Family presents
You're dead! You're right!
Christopher Lloyd in the biggest dead man's party
How come my boots are on the wrong feet?
Oops.
Halloween has ever seen. Don't miss the world television premiere when Good Ghouls Go Bad, coming this October to Fox Family. It will be a night to dismember.
Anybody else want a piece of me?
Part of the 13 days of Halloween.
My next movie is going to be All Hallows Eve. This is the first time I ever got to check out Art the Clown. He's played by a different actor in this movie. This is an anthology movie that came out probably about 10 years ago, if I can say 2013, so exactly 10 years ago. And what it is a babysitter is babysitting these two little bratty ass kids, and one night after trick-or-treating, they're going through their candy, they found an old school VHS tape, and through there you got a bunch of different horror short stories. So the movie's pretty cool. It definitely has a very eerie ending, and like I said, the world's pretty much introduced to Art the Clown. He had showed up in a short before this that was directed by Damien Leone. I always mess up last names, but he's the same guy who went on to direct Terrifier 1 and 2 and the upcoming third movie. So check out All Hallows Eve. This one, you can find it on Blu-ray, DVD. I think it's currently streaming on Amazon, but it's... Moving along, we're going to be going with HauntedWeen. This was a very fun late 80s horror movie. Directed by W. Doug Robertson. Pretty much what it is this dude's family runs a haunted house, a local haunted house, and I think he got sent to the nut house or whatever, where he broke out, and he returns to the haunted house where he gets to participate and starts hacking up people. It's a whole lot of fun. This DVD is kind of out of print. This is kind of a lost movie that not a lot of people have heard of. You can find it streaming in its entirety on Amazon, on YouTube. So check this one out. This is one that not a lot of people heard of, so I don't want to give the whole movie away. It's definitely fun and enjoyable. So if you can find it, check out HauntedWeen.
Welcome to the House of Horror.
Start the show. We're just dying to start the show. In a haunted house on a haunted wing. The ladies wait to hear you scream. He's well rehearsed, he likes his role.
Hi, Sheriff.
Someone's dying to start the show. Someone's dying to start the show.
Hellraiser with But 5.
It's time for rocket heads to roll. We're just dying to start the show. We're all just dying to start the show.
My God, he's still alive!
Somebody's dying.
Stop it, he's dying! Real!
Dying to start the show.
So next movie is going to be Hack-O-Lantern. This one's pretty cool. We got a Blu-ray of it by Massacre Videos, currently streaming on Amazon Prime. Hyde Pike, who a lot of people heard of, he was a weird little actor. And what it is he has this weird relationship with his daughter, and he is attached to one of his grandkids. Well, when the kid's high schooler, he's a teenager, which he's obviously in his late 20s, and it's played by the same actor who's in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Luther. He was in like Stone Cold. He was the Warzone, I think his character's name is. He was in Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge. He's in all kind of shit. He's recognizable. He kind of has a slick back hair. Like I said, he's Mac's dad on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And it's a little slasher movie where a bunch of people's getting hacked away, Hack-O-Lantern on Halloween night, and it's fun and enjoyable. So check this one out.
Happy Halloween, Tommy.
Something for me? 'Cause I'm special?
Yes, Tommy.
Trick or treat, give me all your candy or I'll blow your head off.
Roger, would you learn how to talk nicely to your sister?
Bing, bing, you're dead.
Oh, Tommy, we have to wash that.
But Mom, I like the taste of blood. Grandpa says it's good for me.
Grandpa? When did you see Grandpa, Tommy? Did he give you that pumpkin?
Don't worry about it.
The hour of fate has arrived.
All right, the next movie is going to be a scary movie, and I'm not talking about the Wayans brothers. I'm talking about 1991's scary movie. This was directed by Daniel Erickson, and it stars John Hawkes. You're going to recognize this dude. He was in the first From Dusk Till Dawn. He was in Eastbound and Down. He's in all kind of shit, especially in the 90s. Well, he's kind of this weird little geeky character, and he's kind of scared of everything. So he gets talked into one of his friends to go into this town's haunted house. And at the same time, they have this madman that escaped from the local asylum. So this dude, when he enters the haunted house, he thinks that the killer is in there with him, and he freaks out and paranoia, and it's a fun little movie. The actor who played Leatherface in Next Generation, I can't think of his name offhand. He was the one that passed away back in the day, but he's in this movie. He plays a small little cameo. I say cameo, he plays a small little part. I can't think of his name, but scary movie. This one got put out a couple years back by AGFA on Blu-ray. You can find this one. This one is streaming. For the longest time, you couldn't find this one anywhere. There was a shitty print that you could find on YouTube. That was the way I would watch it, because this was a fun little lost movie from the early 90s. But definitely check it out.
It's a quiet Halloween night. For just a few dollars, this place offers more than a few thrills.
This year, we're going to give more than their money's worth.
Are you going to get a ticket, or are you going to get a ticket?
Psycho killer escapes on Halloween night. Yeah, right.
I must have taken a wrong turn, or...
Dang right you took a wrong turn, or...
So from one low-budget slock fest to another, my next movie is going to be Jacko. I absolutely love this fucking movie. Since first time I saw it in the mid-90s, I think 1995, excuse me, when it came out. This one's really fun. Directed by Fred Olen Ray, that has the always amazing Linnea Quigley. This one's kind of like a demon, I guess it is. Jacko, and he's this pumpkin-headed creature. And if he's summoned, he goes around to kill off all the little bad kids in town. So what more can I say about it? It's very low budget and it's cheesy. A lot of people don't care for it, but I love low budget and cheesy. So Jacko. This was another one that wasn't able to find for the longest time, but they had put it out on Blu-ray on Makeflix. So I think it's currently streaming on Amazon Prime. If not, it was like $5.99. I bought a copy of it. So check this one out. Jacko.
Mr. Jack will snap your spine, cut you in half with a scaly vine.
Dad, a monster's real.
A fairy tale born from a legend. A truth more terrifying than the tale.
Say a prayer for Daddy tonight, okay?
Only one man had the courage to stand against the forces of darkness. But when a secret that lay dormant for nearly a century is accidentally unearthed, a vicious avenger is summoned to fulfill an age-old prophecy.
Send us a demon from hell.
Then I'll quick before you die. Mr. Jack will steal your eyes. Mr. Jack will, Mr. Jack will.
Guided by a vision, the young boy stands between good and evil. Haunted by his family's secret past, he must face and fulfill his destiny.
Only Sean can stop this monster.
Give us the boy back!
Evil lurks in the shadows.
Mr. Jack will.
Fear has a new soldier.
Mr. Jack will.
And terror has a new name.
Mr. Jack will steal your soul.
Jacko.
Continuing with Idle Hand. This was a really cool movie from 1999 with Devon Sawa, Seth Green, Eldon Hansen, Jessica Alba. She was in this. She was the love interest. This is a little fun movie. Like I said, it takes place on Halloween. You got this little slacker stoner played by Devon Sawa, and his hand goes crazy. It's possessed by the devil or something like that, so it goes around and killing people that he has no idea that it's doing. It's fun. It's well made. The special effects is really good. Jessica Alba is very attractive in this movie. Vivica A. Fox is another one who's definitely very extremely attractive. So she's in that one as well. Funny, cool little movie. Got some good gore. Seth Green and Eldon Hansen, the two little stoner best friends. They're fucking hilarious. It's kind of like American Werewolf in London. Like once after you kill them, they haunt you and shit like that until like the spell is broken or whatnot, and their souls can finally be at peace. So I'm rambling. That's what I do. Sorry, but check out Idle Hands.
So I came all the way over here. You said you was holding.
I didn't say what I was holding.
Anton Tobias never had much on his mind.
Don't you think you should have like a goal?
My dream life would be to lie around all day in bed and watch TV while some hot broad delivers me food.
And he always had time on his hands.
4 bodies have been discovered and the killer is still at large.
Until one of them
What's happening to me?
got a mind of its own.
I have no control over my hands. It makes me do things I don't want him to do.
Aren't you a little old for Ding Dong Ditch?
Sorry about your bush.
I'm gonna call 911. What's the number?
I'm not the killer.
Okay. I mean, if OJ could get off, then I'm sure. You there?
Now, his hand won't stop.
I don't want to hurt you. Don't! Ew, that's disgusting.
His friends won't die.
Dead. Undead, actually. And there was this big, bright white light at the end of a long tunnel.
So what happened?
We were like, forget that, man. It's too far.
And the only way to stop it
Idle hands are the devil's playpen, so keep my hands occupied, right?
is to keep it busy.
Freeze! Drop the knitting needles.
That's probably not a good idea.
Put him down!
Cuff me!
Put those needles down, young man! Down!
Cuff me!
Columbia Pictures presents
The police have no leads and the killer is still out there.
You scream like a girl.
the comedy
Careful, it's on kind of loose. That's really starting to get on my nerves.
that dares to give scary movies
Look at me! I'm in the face!
the backhand.
What you doing, man? That's my dad. Come on.
CPR, man. I saw him Baywatch. Did you lose something there, bud?
Idle Hands. The touching story of a boy and his hand.
Kinky.
Fly for a white guy.
All right, I got 3 movies left. This is one that really needs a Blu-ray release. It was put out on DVD a long time ago. The DVD is one that is very out of print. It's hard to find. It actually premiered as a Disney movie owned by one of the Disney parent companies, and it's going to be The Midnight Hour. This was a fun little made-for-TV movie, I think 1985. A lot of recognizable people in here. Lee Montgomery, Dick Van Patten, LeVar Burton, Kevin McCarthy, the always beautiful Dee Dee Pfeiffer. She's fucking sexy. Sorry about that. I'm just saying she's super attractive. So this is kind of another one, a small little town. You got Red Foreman in here. He plays the captain of the police force. He's an asshole in there too. But small town, they got some witches that happened back in the day. Well, these teenage kids comes across this spell book, and of course they fuck with it. And on Halloween night, it brings up like there's a werewolf, there's zombies, there's all kind of cool shit in there. And our main character, played by Lee Montgomery, he has to pretty much fix everything, I think, before midnight, the midnight hour. And we get a really cool intro by Wolfman Jack. Please, if somebody's important that has to do with Blu-rays or DVDs and whatnot, please give us a proper release of the midnight hour. We definitely need it. I got this bootleg. I wanted to own it, so don't be mad at me. But this one you can watch in its entirety. It's a pretty good little scream too. That's on YouTube. So check out The Midnight Hour.
Spirits of darkness, I command you to rise from your graves. I implore your release from eternal torment.
Tonight's the night.
Demons, arise. Arise.
Halloween night.
Look out, it's the midnight hour, baby!
What the devil is going on here?
Lucinda brought a terrible curse on the town.
The time is right.
All the legendary demons of hell were loosed.
And the spirits are restless.
Everyone who dies this night will walk again.
The ancient demons will rise tonight.
And all who are touched by evil will become evil forever.
To share their wrath.
The dead are coming back to life, and some of the dead are out to kill.
I don't like the sound of this.
And claim their victims.
Don't come another step closer!
You can't beat us.
Sherry Belafonte Harper. Kevin McCarthy. LeVar Burton. Midnight Hour.
We have to end this.
We gotta do it all by midnight.
If they wait, there'll be nobody else around.
Happy Halloween.
All right. My second to last movie is going to be Ernest Scared Stupid. I absolutely love this movie since the first time I watched it as a young child. Came out early 90s. Jim Varney was absolutely amazing. Directed by John Cherry, who had pretty much did all of the Ernest movies, I think, for one. And he did the little Laurel and Hardy Mummy movie from the mid to late 90s. Anyway, Ernest P. Worrell. Very cool, childlike dude, kind of fucks up a lot, but you know what, it happens. And it has to do with another little small town and like an evil curse. And he fucks around, knocks on a tree while helping kids build a clubhouse. And Trantor, I think the name is, the little troll. And it's pretty cool because he takes these fucking kids and he turns them into like these little wooden creatures. And he puts them in this tree. And when he gets so many of them, all of his little offspring and his spawn gets to come alive. And at the very end, you get this huge battle. And Miak, but no, it's actually Milk, is the only thing to stop the troll. But it's really cool because the Kyoto brothers, they did the special effects for this and the troll designs. And a lot of the trolls that you see in the background, like towards the end of the movie, they were reused from the Killer Clowns from Outer Space, you know, mask and whatnot. So Ernest Scared Stupid. I think the DVD and Blu-ray is both out of print. If I ever get a chance to snag the Blu-ray, I'm definitely going to do it. You can catch this one on Amazon Prime. You can pay for it, but it's also streaming on YouTube. Jim Varney, man. I love this dude. He was great. The best childhood idol you can have in the 90s. Definitely check this one out. The best Halloween spirit movie I can think of. So, Ernest Scared Stupid.
You will open the ancient door and all that lurks inside. Get out of here and don't come back! When the poisons of the evil courses through your body, you will lie a quivering, toxic mass of screaming flesh.
People of Briarville buried Trencher the Troll in the cold, damp ground. The end. Joey never got home last night. You said Ernest came by our house last night yelling about trolls. Do you think maybe... Come on, there's no such thing as trolls.
There's one who can stop me if he will dare. With the heart of a child and a mother's care. You're cursed.
You're not scared, are you?
You haven't seen horrible till you see what it does to the children.
So the last movie on my list, and this is one of my all-time favorite movies. I'm probably going to put this one in the top 5, if not top 10. And it's going to be Night of the Demons, directed by Kevin S. Tenney. And, you know, it's starring Linnea Quigley because I absolutely love her. She's perfect in every way. She's awesome. But this is a really cool movie. This one was from, I think, 1988. A bunch of teenage kids are having this Halloween party at Hull House. Which was a funeral home that was built on top of an underground stream, and it's possessed by demons. And we get some cool gore, some great acting, just fun, cheesy time. I watched this movie at a very young age, which kind of shows you why I have the personality I have now. So Night of the Demons, please check this movie out. Part 2 and 3 was very good. The remake was pretty good. Pretty much every movie Kevin Tenney directed was awesome in my book. He was a lot like Jeff Burr, where he used a lot of the similar cast, and their movies kind of was very similar in tone and whatnot. Yeah, the remake wasn't even bad. That one had Shannon Elizabeth, and that one came out 2009, 2010. It was fun. Kevin Tenney's brother, I'm trying to think of his, it don't matter. Dennis Tenney. He did the music for it and whatnot. He also did the music with his brother on Witchboard, which was another cool little movie directed by Kevin Tenney. So, yep. Night of the Demons, check this one out. You can find it on Blu-ray. It just got released on Scream Factory on 4K Blu-rays, I think what they call it now. But you can find this one on Amazon Prime. There's a good stream of it on YouTube. So definitely check that one out.
A funeral parlor? Way out here? I can't believe we're gonna party here. Now it's time for party games. Yeah. How about a past life seance? A seance?
What the hell was that?
They're pure evil. They're demons.
Oh, don't tell me you're leaving. Where you going? The party's just begun.
Night of the Demons.
And rest assured, we've got something wonderful planned for you.
So thank you again for joining me in the last video store. And again, I'm your host, Bud Haddonfield. I want to wish you all a happy and safe Halloween. Don't be a dick. Don't bully nobody. Don't go around smashing pumpkins. Always check your candy. Be safe. And until next time, I'll see you later. Please like and subscribe. And I very much enjoy doing this show. It's great, and I like how, you know, people who watch my show reach out and talk to me about the movies I review, and they give me their opinions and whatnot. I definitely always enjoy that. So, again, next time.
Michael Myers are the heroes of my past. Now the media and he's lying. Chucky and the zombies are all up in cemetery. So bring me back those. I wanna come back to those times when all movies were so scary. I grow red.